Hello everybody, Big Beardy back again with another video, another Sunday report. First off the bat, I just want to apologise if there's any glare, the sun's shining in from a weird angle today. Hope you're all doing well out there, I know I am, so here we go. First off, get the annoying stuff out the way. Work-wise, did 3 days today, all multi-drop. We all know how I feel about multi-drops, I'm not the biggest fan. And if you watched my last week's Sunday report, you know my foot was hurting. It came back last week with a vengeance. I could barely walk. So it was a very painful week. But it's starting to feel a bit better today. We've got through that. I've got nothing lined up for next week yet, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, three days, multi-dropping, local stuff for... someone I hadn't worked before. Parcel Force. I was doing Parcel Force. I've never done Parcel Force before. I've done Hermes and I've done a few other, but never Parcel Force. So they've got quite a good setup. You know, most of the lads that work for them are full-time employees, so they all know what they were doing. They're all really nice there actually. So I actually didn't mind the work too much. I quite enjoyed it. You know, had a good laugh with the usual lads and just cracked on. But yeah, it's 3 days work. You know. I'll take it. It's nothing spectacular, but we'll see what happens going forward. Right, next up, get the Q&As out of the way. A lot of Q&A. First off, these aren't just Q&As. These are just some comments that have been left on the channel. But Clive Hall, he's been doing large but light drops for Hermes. I feel your pain. There's one thing I hate more than multi-drops, and that's large but light drops for Hermes. They give you far too big an area to work from. You're given like half a count you almost, it feels like. And it's just, you do an awful lot of miles. And the places you get the large and light stuff out of always seems to be a nightmare. Never seems to go smoothly. Compared to their usual places where you do the smaller parcels, like the multi-drops in the cities and all that, they're a little bit better, but the large but light stuff through Hermes it's a pain in the ass, and it's, unless you're getting paid a good whack, it's really not worth it. So I hope you're doing all right. Not saying it isn't working for you, you might be doing great at it, but for me, I just can't stand that stuff. So anyway, I've had a few emails and a few people asking this week, and that's people are looking either to get into the business or have just started the business but can't really find any information on how to get started or advice. So I think it was Ian Hall. If I say your name wrong, I apologise, but Ian Hall, oh no, sorry, not Ian Hall, we did Clive Hall. Ian Taylor, Wazim Manzoon, great name by the way, and Akia Akhtar. I'm really sorry if I've just butchered your names, but all three of you have sent me messages saying, could I do a video on either getting started in the business or they just want some information. I would like to respond to everyone, but it's difficult, and I find it a lot easier to talk and do the videos than I do actually typing. So I'll try and respond to your emails, but I will be doing some videos. I'm going to try and get them out next week. I'm going to do a mini series basically on a beginner's guide, as it were, to getting into the courier industry, or be a owner driver, courier driver. Hopefully this will clear up a lot of questions. I've already got a lot of videos, especially my early videos, that sort of delve into what you should be doing when you start. If you watch them, that will help, but I'll do a proper series and they will just be a bit more information on top. So hopefully that will help you guys out there. Next up, someone mentioned, and I forgot to write their name down, about B&Bs, saying, responding to my tramping videos, why don't you just get a B&B every night? Good question, because they said it's quite cheap. 40 quid a night, which isn't a huge amount of money, but if you do, you know, let's say you get B&B twice a week, which isn't out the realms of normality, that could quite easily happen. That's 80 quid a week, let's say. 10 weeks, that's 800 quid. You know, 12 weeks, that's 1600, 20 weeks, that's 1600 quid. Over a year, you'll be spending thousands. And at the end of the day, the van is basically a driving house. You know, you can quite easily get an inflatable bed and a sleeping bag and sleep in the back quite comfortably. It's like camping. It's no worse than camping. I love camping, so it's not that difficult. If I had the situation where I had like 3 pallets on the back, there's no room in the back, it's freezing cold, I might one-off a B&B, but really tramping isn't that bad. It's, you know, you just get some food, you chill out, you know, we've all got the internet, and you just get a good connection somewhere. It's not really that much of a trouble. So I see what you're saying, but when you're trying to run a business and trying to keep costs down, tramping is the cheapest and easiest way of doing it. So there you go. That's my thought on that. Like I said, one-off maybe. When it's cold and I've got a full van, I might grab a B&B. I've not had to yet, but realistically, £40 a night, you do that twice a week for a year, you've spent an awful lot of money. Next up, Lyndon Paul. He was talking about he's looking to join, and he's saying, should he be doing this same day stuff, or should he be doing removals, or should he like concentrate on one or the other? If you're getting to the business and you listen, your best laid plans won't be what happens. They're a great place to start and to work towards, but things change as you grow a business and as you're doing stuff. So, and you have to be flexible and move with them. I would say grab as much work as possible from as many places as possible. It might be the fact you prefer one to the other, so you concentrate on doing removals, or you concentrate on the same day, or you concentrate on doing multi-drops, or you concentrate on various other things. But grab as much work as possible and advertise as much as possible. At the end of the day, your van, be it whatever size, Luton's, long wheelbase, whatever, it's a very versatile piece of equipment, and you can use it for lots of different jobs. So if you're going out there thinking, I'm just going to do the same day stuff, don't just put the blinkers on and think that's what I'm going to do. There are other opportunities out there. I think, who was it? Jason, I think it was, put something in the comments about the fact that people are now able to start moving house. So there might be a lot of removals coming up in the near future. I didn't even think about that. So, and it's like, right, well, that makes a lot of sense. So if removals are coming up and there's an awful lot about, and there's only not much same day stuff, jump on that, get it done, get the money in. That's all what we're trying to do. So that's a quick Q&A. Hope that's helped some people and asked some questions. Like I said, I'm going to do a small series on a beginner's guide for everyone. So people who are new or looking to join or undecided can get a bit more advice. I'll try and pop them out next week. Maybe one every day or every other day until I've done a small series on it. Right, next up. I just wanted to ask actually everyone, because I always have a question. If you're enjoying the Sunday Report, please let me know. If there's something you want me to add into it, if there's something you want me to take away from it, I'm always open to a bit of advice and always open to talk. So please, you know, let me know if you think, if you don't want to hear about my week, I'll get rid of it. I don't care. I'm just having a little chat. But if you want me to get rid of the Q&A, if you want me to add more Q&A, more about my week, just let me know and I'll do as you command. Next up, we've had a Boris saying from Wednesday, some business can go back. Has there been a change? I don't know if there has. I haven't seen much more work pop up. Everything seems to be multi-drop. I'm just going to take it off, of course. Dry throat now. Everything seems to be multi-drop. It's jumping up. Now, that's exaggeration. A lot of it is multi-drop. There are obviously other jobs popping up. There's still that issue with, which I mentioned in a video, people putting hot shots up as backloads. I saw one the other day and I almost phoned him and told him, you taking the mick. Because you had to pick up by 9:30, between 9:30 and 10, and deliver by 4 o'clock the same day. How is that a backload? It said pays backload rate. Well, it might pay backload rate, but it's not a bloody backload. So this gets on my nerves. I've got a real bee in my bonnet about stuff like that. But there isn't an awful lot that's popped in. I think it is going to be that slowly jobs are going to start pinging more and more and more until we get back to normal. It's not what I thought was going to happen. And I'm praying to God there's not going to be that whole R Boris was talking about, you know, the R, if the R goes up and down, who knows. I'm hoping that's not going to put us back into another lockdown. It's hard to say, but it doesn't seem like it's had a massive impact about the amount of work that's out there. Now, there might be different in your area. If it is, please let me know. But it all seems to be pretty much the same. But the roads seem a lot busier. I think a lot of people have heard what's going on and sort of gone, right, we're going out. Because the roads seem really busy. I actually got stuck in traffic on Friday, and I was a bit confused because no other businesses were open other than the ones that I knew were already open. I didn't see anything new open, yet I was stuck in traffic. So, and it's mainly cars. This is what I don't understand as well, that there's a lot more cars on the road, which there really shouldn't be, and yet there's not, because it should really just be freight, and you know what I mean. It's people are getting laxed and just doing what they want to do. So, haven't seen a massive increase in work. I'm hoping I will. I'm hoping it will for everyone in the next couple of weeks, and we can get back to normal. But as of now, even though it's sort of people have been told about what to work from Wednesday, I haven't really seen it. It could be a fact that people have gone back to warehouses and they're still manufacturing stuff to go out next week. So there might be a bump next week. That would be great to see. But nothing as of yet. And it's frustrating. I want to get work. I'm sick of doing multi-drops. Since this has all started, every week I've done multi-drops, bar 1 week really. And I just want to get back on it. And I think everyone's getting a bit sick of this whole situation. But we'll get through it. And we'll have a lot of fun doing it. So, that's been my Sunday report. I know it's not a huge amount of information this week. I've just, with my foot being in so much pain, I've been very lazy, I'll be honest. I haven't even wanted to get out of bed. And if it wasn't the fact that I'd have booked the job to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I probably wouldn't have worked. I don't like booking work and being booked in for work and not doing it and calling saying I can't. I'm not that sort of bloke, so I don't like doing it. But it's just been a very quiet week, plodding along, and hopefully next week it will be a lot more work, a lot more excitement, and a lot more to talk about. But I'll get those videos out. Please let me know if there's anything you want me to add to the Sunday report. I hope you're all still liking it. I like doing it, and I will speak to you all again soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, be safe out there and have a great day.